Hello, everyone. This is David Robinson, father of Geologist Daniel C. Robinson. Thank you guys for joining in on this live. Today was a bittersweet day, you guys. I had to be in remindance of my son. He's been missing over 2 years now. Very devastating for my family and I. But it also gave me an opportunity to, try to do everything I can to fight and as well as to do some other work that will be beneficial not just to our family but also to many other families that's out there. So I want to say thank you again, you guys, for joining in on this live. You guys, I see a lot of you on the Instagram side. I think I have some little slowdown on the feed, but if you guys can hang in there, I hope it improves. But thank you so much again, like I said, just for being here. Those who I just want to reach out to some of you already. I see some people here already, so I'm definitely want to reach out to you to look at some of your comments. Those who are on Instagram, that's what's Heather. Thanks so much for being here. Vinny, thank you so much for being here. Um, MS Lens, thanks so much for being here. Melamint, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Ruru, thank you so much for being here as well. I truly appreciate you guys joining in. Tonight, I just want to talk about again, you guys, missing persons. We have one of the crises, the biggest problems that we have in this country. Unfortunately, my family fell victim to this crisis that we have in this country. And I hear, and I said, thank you so much for being here, PM Channel. I truly appreciate you. I hear a lot of discussions about that around the country. Of course, we have the Black and Missing Foundation that's fighting hard to bring to close some of those disparities that we see around in the country as well. Of course, I have the Daniel Ross Foundation, but we definitely have other foundations as well that's out there working hard. But yes, we have other people like who come out on social media and do everything they can to, like I said, bring awareness to missing person case and some of their own family. Like the Missing Struggle, you guys, is another platform that's out there doing some things. She's bringing awareness to her disappearance of her sister. So you guys, it's a lot of people out here fighting in different forms and different ways. My story, of course, for my family and Daniel's story, my son. Geologist Daniel C. Robinson, you guys know. Those who don't know, who's following this channel right now, who don't know about my son's case, went missing in June the 23rd of 2021. I've been fighting for him since and still continue to do so. Even like I said, in my family, the story is just the same as many other families we see out there who have missing loved ones and suffer. So I want to start off, you guys, and point out some of the issues I see out here. Thank you, Jim, for being here as well. I see you guys. I want to share a screen with you guys and show you some of the statistics that I have seen around this country, and it's very troubling, you guys. I just want to go there first and then start talking about some things that I'm wanting to do and how you guys can help as well. So again, here's I want to make sure you guys join in on this and see this right here. But this is a website I came across, you guys. It's the worldpopulationreview.com. You guys can go check it out. It's a website that kind of tell you what's happening in the entire world. You can see some of these red marks and things like that. But it tells you some things that are going on in the world. And one of those things I have ran across is the missing person statistics by country. And that's right here in 2024. Missing people are, it says here, persons are people who current whereabouts and health status are unknown, at least into the general public and their loved ones, and who disappearance has been reported to law enforcement authorities. People may go missing for various of reasons, which may be voluntary or involuntary or innocent or sinister. You guys, there's a lot of reasons why people go missing. Possible reasons, of course, kidnapping, forced disappearance, missing in action, voluntary disappearance, involuntary disappearance. You guys. But what I did is stroll down here and start looking at the United States when it compares to, you can see many of these other countries they have listed here. But when it comes to the United States, it says here, the United States has what may be the world's highest number of missing persons. According to the National Crime Information Center, NCIC, missing persons and unidentified persons filed in 2021 operational year, 521,705 521,705 people were reported missing in 2021. Moreover, 93,718 of those people remain actively missing at the start of 2022. And I think you guys, there's a lot of them are still currently missing. The fact that the United States has the third highest population in the world likely contributes to the high number of missing persons, as does the fact that the country law enforcement agencies take missing person reports seriously are well equipped to act upon them and locate individuals reported missing. Now, when I read that, I kind of beg to differ on some of that when it comes to the law enforcement in the United States are being well equipped. You guys can see what happened in my son's case, for instance. I beg to differ on that. Some of these law enforcement agencies need to be funded a lot better. They should have better training, etc. You guys, I've seen it firsthand. You guys have seen it firsthand in my son's case. So we can see that's the reason why some of these problems go. And I think sometimes in so many cases, like I said, a lot of times law enforcement may get weary and don't try as hard or kind of dismissive of some cases, as you guys seen in my son's case. They told him he's a grown man, he can disappear if he want to. That's they saying that without even having those evidence or anybody saying that to them. It was their assumption. So thank you so much for being here, Andrew, baby. I really appreciate it. Mary Ellen, thanks so much for being here. Tracy, thank you so much for being here as well. I really appreciate you guys showing up here. But yeah, like I said, you guys, these countries are just only a few that's shown here. And like I said, the United States even though we have a really big population, but we can go back here, for instance, I can use an example. You can go right here to India, and India, we have that economy. That's a large population. Is one of the world's most populous countries. It says here, and they have the census shows that 88 women, kids, and men go missing by the hour. 2,130 people go missing every day, and 64,805 people go missing every month. That is really staggering. It goes really quick. But I'm saying, you guys, one of my biggest concern is right here in the United States, and my son is part of that. As you guys know, many other families out here, we don't want to be it's a club that we don't want to be a part of. But I have found my family to be a part of this club that we don't want to be a part of. But yeah, we have to continue to fight. Thanks so much, JM, for being here. We have to continue to fight for our loved ones, and that's my aim is, and my goal is to make sure I'm doing my part to do that. So, and also, guys, among these missing are children. I want to put up a website too as well. I was checking this out. It's a globalmissingkids.org. You guys can check this out, and you really need to check this one out. It breaks down in the country as well. You guys can see Australia 20,000, Canada 45,288, Germany 100,000, India 96,000. But when you come down to the United States, look at here. This is children. 400. We top everybody. 460,000 children are reported missing every year in this country, guys, and that's according to the FBI. You guys, NCIC database, and that's just horrible, man. This is a horrible number to even think of. It's an unimaginable what parents are going through every year when we have these missing children. Like I said, Daniel, my son, he was 24 when he went missing, but to me, he's my son. It's almost like any parent that's out there know our children almost be our children in some aspect. We know they're adults, but at the same time, look, baby children are out there missing. Like I said, underage children are out there missing, and like we said here, 460,000 every year in this country. Of course, like I said before, you guys know between 600 and 750,000 people go missing every year in this country. 3,200 people go missing every day in this country, and that is horrible, you guys. The numbers are very, very horrible. But thanks so much, Paige, for being here. Just curious, have you ever considered a psychic medium? There are good psychic mediums out there that could possibly help. Yes, Paige, I have been approached by psychic mediums, especially first on when I was first starting the desert searches to putting everything I can out there to the public to make the public aware about my son's disappearance. And but I can't say it's a lot that came towards me, and I can't tell you, like I said before in the past, I'm not a person that subscribes to that. Not knocking some people's abilities. They feel they have these abilities and things like that. I've just been taught to stay away from things like that. So I do stay away from it. And not so, like I said again, I'm really happy for the support I have gotten from that community. At the same time, like I said, I have to be true to my faith and what I believe in and things like that. So, but I thank you so much for just even offering. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we have a few that came out to searches, and incredibly enough, we did have found some human remains near an area where some people that's described to being psychic and mediums came out to work. So, um, but thank you so much again for being here, Paige. Also, crime covered by Chris. Thanks so much. Still praying for you guys. I met you at Crime Con, and we chat about Daniel on my TT live during our case. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for everything you have done as well. Everybody who's out in Crime Con, but thank you so much for that, and I really appreciate that. And I hope I can do it again. So I hope we can do it again. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate everything you do to help towards bringing awareness to missing person cases as well as my family. They help a lot. So thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate you. Thanks so much. Again, you guys, everybody on the Instagram side as well. Thanks so much. You know, I can't put you guys on the screen, but I see you there on the screen. So thank you so much. Trying to snatch my kids on their way to school every day. Um, and that's a problem, and that's another thing that when you bring that up, Mary, that's another issue that I wanted to address tonight, and is talking about human trafficking and how human trafficking and some of these drug runs that runs through this country, all that kind of stuff, human trafficking, especially how it relates to missing person cases. And I really believe that a lot of these cases that we're not that's unsolved are tied to human trafficking. The area where my son went missing in is a corridor for human trafficking, also drug runs and all kind of things like that. So, so those are things that always been a concern when it comes to my son's case. But it's also a bigger concern is what happened in this country where people just don't vanish. No one just vanishes. So it had to be some explanations to it. And those are some of the things that we see where children walk into school. And like you said, they're married. There's someone be out there trying to snatch children off. So you guys, please watch your children very well. Paige, thanks so much. I hope you get answers real soon. I seen your son's story on Disappeared, and it just touched my heart. And my thoughts and prayers are with you. Thanks so much. We need those prayers, and I thank you for your thoughts for my family. But yeah, Disappeared. I'm really happy about them. They keep continuing to play Daniel's case on their platform. It's been helping a lot. You know, it's been reaching people in different countries as well, not just on this platform or what I'm doing. So I really appreciate them for their help in those endeavors, because I definitely need Daniel's story to continue on. It's very important to my family. It's important to me. I don't know if you guys getting everything you need, or if they're on the Instagram side. I see a frozen screen from my end. I don't know if you guys having a frozen screen. If you do, I apologize for that. But if you got everything looking good, please give me a thumbs up so I can see, if you guys can see what I can't see. You know, so I can pull up on my phone and see if you guys are having some difficulties there. If you do, again, I apologize. But I hope you guys are at least seeing this feed and seeing it the right way. This is one of the things that Instagram kind of started a while ago. And thank you, Jim, for putting that up here. And that's if you're on the Instagram side too, Jim. That's why I need those thumbs up for everybody who's on the Instagram side, because I'm looking at my screen up here, and I do see a frozen screen, and I'm hoping that's not the case. I hope that's just on my end. But thank you so much, Senator. I really appreciate that as well. Okay. If anybody's on Instagram, thank you so much. I guess I'm assuming GM and Center that you both are kind of streaming both the YouTube side and also the Instagram. So I really appreciate that. Okay. Thanks so much, Paige. I see one more comment I'm going to say something about. I have it saved and locked in my DVR. I understand where you're coming from I would be doing the same thing as you if it was one of mine. Yes. And I have never in my mind, have any real thought for real parents, real good parents. I want to say that I'm going to take that back when I say real good parents. To each his own. People do things a lot different, but I only can imagine that any parent would do what I'm doing, like you're saying, Paige, or any parent would be out there fighting for their child, no matter the age, how tall they are, little they are, things like that. We'll be out there being a voice and an advocate for our children. But we got to continue, you guys. It goes further than that. Like I said, you guys, Daniel is just is an American son, as I like to say. He's a type and shadow of things that happens in this country. The story that you guys hear on Discovered and some of these other platforms. We hear me saying out here, this is the same thing that happens. Those numbers that you've seen there that I just talked about, over 600,000, between 600,000, 750,000 people that go missing every year. You have cases of Daniel Robinson out there where he just vanishes, and law enforcement is slow to act, and you have to push them along to get them to act. Not again, there's a lot of law enforcement that actually is doing some excellent work, but unfortunately, my son's case has been put in the wrong department's hand. There's a lot of departments out there that's working hard to actually make things happen. And so I'm saying is this type stuff happens every day with some family feeling that they don't know what to turn to. They've been feeling neglected, etc. Is out there. So that's who we're fighting for. We're not just fighting for my son's case. We're fighting for all the cases that's out there. People who are desperate. I talk to families. I talked to family today. There's families out there that want their loved one's story to be pushed out there a little further, and all they need is a share. You guys, we share all kind of things. We'll share something we see. I seen Taylor Swift, for instance, from the Super Bowl. It had a lot to do with football, but this so-called love story type thing was shared all across the social media. We need to start sharing these missing person cases the same way. We have these loved ones. It's urgent, you guys. A lot of times, you guys can. All it takes is one person to share. You guys keep sharing and to the right person, get the right answer. You just share one story. Just find one out there somewhere and share their story. That would mean a lot to these families, and it help them out a whole lot, especially the ones who don't like to be in front of cameras. I didn't like to be in front of cameras. I forced myself to do it, and then unfortunately I had got good at it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something I strive to do and go after. A lot of families, we just don't want to be in front of cameras and talk to people about our pains and what's going on. And so it's hard. So it's easier if other families can pick those stories up and share. To share the story, sharing is caring. That's all we ask from a missing person standpoint. But I want to go to the website, you guys. 'Cause I'm gonna jump off real quick. I'm not tending to be on here real long. I just wanted to point out some things about missing person cases, but I want to go back to also my son's case. I want to talk about his case as well, and how you guys can help what I'm doing, my efforts to locate my son as well as to help other families. Because, like I told you again, it's not about just me, it's about many families out there. And when I say me, and I'm saying typically, it's not what I'm doing out here to fight for my son, it's for every family. So we can't do it. It's not about Daniel, just about Daniel. It's not just about our family. It's about all families that's out there. So you guys, like I said, I'm really gonna try to do everything I can to do my part to bring awareness. We got some other things that are going on, like I said, that's out there to helping missing loved ones. We all need to team up and work together and make things happen. Okay, the website, pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. You guys, you can see all the things you could do at the top of the screen where you can help. And I keep pointing these things out. It's very important. Is this right here, Justice for Daniel Robinson? It's a petition, but it's also 131,242 voices of people who are backing everything I have been doing from day one, searching for my son. This website has started when I first was trying to get law enforcement to put more action. So if you guys can look at the updates, you can see where this started. This petition started. It started way back, you guys. It started far back when, like I said, I was trying to make sure I get law enforcement to do a lot more in my son's case. And I'm telling you guys, it was a struggle and it was a fight. And so I put the petition there, and then the petition started graduating from that point when I was out there in that desert working hard with hundreds of volunteers out there. We covering ground, working from morning all the way down over to the afternoon side of the day out there. And I realized talking to a lot of the volunteers out there that they have missing loved ones. You have volunteers that come out to look for Daniel Robinson, but have missing loved ones of their own. I started listening to these stories. I've been, the human person that I am, it was impossible for me to ignore and not hear these stories, even in my pain, even the pain of such worrying if I'm going to find my son out there deceased or something wrong. It pained me, and I had to do something. So that's where we came up with events, and also this petition came and it changed. The update changed to trying to get some other things going to help other families as well. So if you read those updates, you can kind of see how it fluctuates and changes to mirror as I was going through the journey of locating my son as well as trying to help other families. So what the goal is now is to take this petition. I take it all the time to different places and to say, hey, look, I have all these people here backing what I'm doing. We need some change. We need some actions, and that's what I'm aiming to do. So again, guys, that's one of the important things you guys can come do on the website is put your voice to that petition. Also, this tab is not active right now. Of course, I'm not doing desert searches right now, volunteer. But if I were, you guys, that's the location you guys can go. You can also go here on the bottom and and volunteer to search. Donation button, you guys help me out tremendously out there. Like I said, those 49 weeks of searches, those 35,000 acres lands covered would not have happened if you guys didn't help me keep my boots on the ground when I asked at the beginning. When I started the searches out there, you guys, and this is Arizona, you guys, the searches out there, the equipment that I needed, the getting the private investigators to etc. You guys, that was happening out there. Help in all those ways, getting thousands of flyers out there all across this country to billboards from the east side of Phoenix to the out to the west. I mean, I just keep naming things, guys, but that helped out a lot, and I really appreciate everybody who have helped and donated and helped towards the cause. Volunteer in other ways tab. I'm really needing this, guys, and I wanted to point this out like really strongly. I really need this. If you guys can understand this one here for me, I just need you guys to, if you have any reason you feel like you want to help me with some of your skill sets that you have. I know some people are content creators to you name it. Whatever you feel that you can kind of help towards my efforts to find Daniel. But also one of my biggest things right now is to help advocate for other families. And you guys will want to team up and join in with me on that. I really love to hear from you. First of all, there's a couple of ways you can do that, and I want to put this out too as well. You can contact me directly. There's the contact information down there. That's the public cell phone number, as well as the email. You guys can reach out to me. But you also can go to the, like I said, fill out this form here. Other ways you can help. You feel like you go to this form and you fill out that form and put your skill sets there. That will help me in my journey as well, because I can see, from marketing to communications, if you're attorney, certified public, things like that. You guys, it's not listed here. Of course, you can put it there on the list. And what I'm trying to do is, like I said, put some things together that will help, hopefully, to fight some of these disparities as well as some of these issues when it comes to missing person cases where, hey, the awareness is not out there. I know, like I said, again, you got these foundations and people that's out there doing things, but it need to be pushed a little harder out there so we can be more awareness. I hear about the opioid crisis, but we want to hear about this missing person crisis as well. So need to put things out there a little stronger to the public. That's when we get public awareness of what's happening in this country. So that's one of the biggest things. Okay, you guys, if you have again back to the website, print the flyers. You guys, like I said, thousands of flyers. These two go together here. The donation tab and also the print the flyer is a form of donation. You guys, the PDF is there for those who want to print the flyers out. Saying for me to help, saying like it costs you guys. You can see, these boxes that I print out and, get these flyers, thousands of flyers out of the country. It costs a whole lot. So when you guys print them out yourself, of course, I know you're taking money out your pockets to print them and pass them out into your communities. And I don't take that for granted. So like I was saying, you guys, that's a form of donation. It helps me logistically. If you guys do that, if you guys cannot do it, you also can use that information on the bottom of the screen, the email. You can email me and request flyers, and I will send you a box of flyers like you guys see right here. Oh, you got it upside down. The box of flyers you see right here. This will come to you. And if you can get them out to your community, that helps me out a whole lot. Like I said, either way you guys want to do it, that helps me out tremendously. So again, that's the print the flyer tab, and you can get the PDF there. If you come to down on the screen, you guys, you also can see the other thing that's very important to my effort, and that right here is the mail-in protest, you guys. These are the picket signs that I have. These are the real picket signs that I'm going to plan to use if I have to do a physical protest. But this is in a different manner where everybody. Sometimes people say, "Mr. Robinson, I wish I was in Arizona. I can help you." Blah blah blah. This is a way you can help no matter where you're at. I don't care what country you're in, where you're at. If you have the ability to mail things off, again, another form of donations, you guys, because you have to print out, you have to put stamps on the envelope. You know, I'm trying to get thousands of these out every week to these departments. But these are the picket signs, you guys, and this is right here is important for me because what it does, it keeps Daniel case from becoming a cold case, which is not a cold case. You guys know I've been fighting. I'm still gonna continue to fight, and I'm almost getting close to that point where I am going to get this forensics done properly on that vehicle by the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office and also or DPS, Department of Public Safety, and also the clothing that was found at the scene. You guys already know about that. All the stuff need to be properly processed. If you really want to find answers, that's where the answers are. Law enforcement cannot call Daniel's case a cold case without doing those things. So nothing there, then we have a problem, which I really feel that something is there that would answer a lot of questions. If that's Daniel's clothing, for instance, if he was actually in that vehicle and that was his clothing, we'll see airbag residue all over the clothing, for instance, etc. We would look for blood. If blood was in the vehicle, we would find it if they use the proper things to, find those things. Again, we have that argument. The only argument we have with law enforcement, I have on law enforcement right now, is the fact that they're not wanting to call Daniel case what it is, a criminal case, and treat it as such. Again, you guys, if people say it's such a bizarre case because it is, even Chief Hall at the time on CNN said, yeah, it is a bizarre case, and so something to the effects of that. And what I'm saying to you guys, if it was a police cruiser in the same manner found on Dane's where Dane's vehicle was found lying on the side, also uniform sitting out there in a pile or whatever, they would not be saying the same thing that they're saying in Daniel's case. It's not a criminal. We don't see no criminality, none of that. No, they would have called it a criminal case and they would have treated it like a criminal case. They would have did everything they could. They would have DNA that vehicle down. They would probably wipe the paint off so hard they would have been trying to find answers. That's the way I want my son's case to be treated, the proper way that it need to be treated, and I'm not going to sell anything less than that. So that's the reason why I'm fighting you guys. And I know people say you're saying law enforcement this, law enforcement that, but this is my son, and I have to make sure his case is being treated the right way and fairly. Again, you guys, these are the PDFs. You go here, you print these PDFs out. There's got 5 of them here. These are the way they look. I just want to put the sample up there at the top, but these are the 5 PDF that you would print out, and you mail them to these police department, the Buckeye Police Department, as well as the Maricopa County Sheriff Office. Sheriff and Zone is gone. Chief Hall is gone. From my understanding, Chief Sanders, Assistant Chief, moved up to Chief now for temporary until the Buckeye city managers decide who they really want to be in permanent place. But this who you would mail them off to for now, you guys. These are the names: Chief Robert Sanders, and then you have for the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, you have Russ Skinner. Guys, that's the address there. I need thousands of these flyers. These I keep saying flyer. These picket signs. I need to change that on the bottom too. They are not letters. They are picket signs. I need them thousands of them going out to these departments every day as possible, you guys. If many of you guys doing it, it's gonna go in there just like that, you guys. So I really appreciate it. Minutes you can, minutes you can afford. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it's a form of donation, and I really, really appreciative for your help. So again, guys, those who have information about my son disappearing, you have the tip line here. I'm about to get off, you guys. That's the tip line for those who may know something. And now it's time to talk. You guys have been over 2 years. It's time to talk. You have something that will help break this thing wide open. Please, by all means, this is a tip line. It's something I paid for, and it's 24 hours, 7 days a week. Live operators. They would take your call. Very courteous people. They will allow you to be anonymous. You will be anonymous if you like. But if you don't want to talk to me, you don't talk to nobody, well, personally. You don't want to talk to anybody, and you don't want to talk to no operators, anybody. You can text the word tip to the number, and a form will come up. You can still remain anonymous. I have, like I said, you guys before, the live, I received a recent tip that is very a lot of information I got. I could gather. I can tell you that way. I'm not going to be able to tell you what those are, but it's a lot of information gathered, and I do not know who this person is. So we're having a direct conversation back and forth, but I'm unable to know who this person is. But they give me some information that may be fruitful and very helpful. So again, that's the number there you guys can use. Like I said, you can call this number 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it's for those persons who have direct knowledge of what possibly happened to my son and things like that. That would bring answers. And like I said, you can remain anonymous. You don't want to talk to anybody. You just text the word tip to the number, and you can still remain anonymous. So thank you guys for joining in on this live. I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go into the chats one more time and say thank you to everybody who joined in. And then see if you guys have any, let's say, Team Wildflower. Good to see you. One of my moderators here on the YouTube side of things. Thanks so much, Team Wildflower. I really appreciate everything you do. Esther Taylor, thanks so much as well for joining in. Also, we have Melissa. Thank you so much for joining in. J.M. McGee, thank you so much. Let me see here. Let me go back real quick. You said I don't understand why that stuff wasn't done, and you know, again, you guys, that's what I was talking about. There's cases that so many cases that we have in the country, and that's why I kind of disagree with the website about the diligence of law enforcement. And they're probably just talking in general terms because, like I said, the majority of law enforcement are doing great jobs. It's just that you have, I don't like the word bad apples. You just have these departments that are either underfunded, they don't care, or et cetera. It's something going on that is causing these people to remain missing without getting the answers they need. I just went through hell with the Buckeye Police Fire. I lost confidence in them. So that's type of things, you guys. Trying to work with the department. So thank you so much. Also, Mary, again, great to see you too, Team Wildflower. I do have one question here, though. How's Daniel's mother and siblings doing? How they're coping? You know, it's rough every year for the family. Period. It's rough, and everybody handle things a lot different than others, and that's what I tell people a lot. And you can't believe it or not, you guys. You talk to a lot of missing person cases. It actually changes the dynamics of the family. I told you guys one time before how Daniel would not leave without telling us one way or another where he's located. I remember many times Daniel and I would talk, and he would go out somewhere in Arizona. He just loved that nature stuff, and he'd go out and say, "Hey, Dad, guess where I'm at?" and blah blah blah, and he'd be showing me that we've been on live some video, doing video call, and he'd be out there somewhere doing something. And I'm like, "Man, where you at?" He'll tell me blah blah blah, and but he always keeping content telling me where, but he's all out there with the nature stuff. He like that kind of stuff. But I'm saying is the dynamics can change sometimes where I told her the way I find out a lot of times where Daniel's what he's doing is through his siblings, or his siblings learned to me, or their mother. Though their mother and I are divorced, their mother and etc. Those type things. The family dynamic can change, and we did have some similar, some small changes, and that's only because I'm saying, you guys, that is constitutional of what happened to families when they have missing loved one. It can do things, you guys. I can't say that part of it. But so to answer your question, I'm sure a mother should be in pain. When I say should be in pain, that's like, to me, in my opinion, I'm not a mother, but I would imagine a mother, will be still devastated in the situation. But I know my children are doing best as they can under the circumstances, and so we're just taking one day at a time. One day at a time. We got over the hurdle of the holidays and things like that. You guys, at the beginning of the year, starting another one, and every day for me, I'll be honest with you, I can only speak for myself. Feeling wise, is get rough and rough, and worse and worse. Many times with missing person cases too, it's very hard for a family to keep awareness on their loved one's case. Just like the news media, in Dan's case, I also had to fight 3 months. It came on a national level. and you don't see the national level. You see Discover ID. That's why I say I'm really grateful to them keep sharing. It dies out. It dies out because the story is old. There's no new leads and updates or whatever they want to call it to make the story more exciting. I guess you could say to get those ratings they need. So those type things where the media awareness dies. So again, thank you guys for joining in on this live. I really appreciate you. Appreciate each and every last one of you. T and Wildflower, thank you again. Praying for your reunion. Thank you so much. Yeah, and we will. We get that. I'm gonna keep my faith, you guys. I'm gonna keep fighting, like I said over and over again. Just keep my faith. I believe in God. I believe miracles can happen. But I want to also tell you guys, please, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, please do everything you can to continue to support my efforts. I'm planning and wanting to do greater things, and in order for me to do so, I still need you guys support. I need your support. I need your help in any form, fashion that you guys are willing to do and ways to help. I really need that. And again, don't forget, like I said, the volunteer in other ways tab or the website, I'm sorry, the email and also the phone number that I put on the bottom of the screen here. Again, you guys can contact me if you want to directly help. Talk about some things where you guys can help in some endeavors I want to go forward with. And so you guys, please, by all means, pray for those who are missing. Pray for those as I'm speaking who have a missing loved one right now, who's devastated, don't know what to turn to, etc. You guys, trust me, as we speak, we're talking out to our families and friends. Someone's going missing in this country, and it's sad. 2,300 people a day. Someone's going missing, and it's very hard. But again, thank you so much, you guys. God bless each and every last one of you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for those who are on Instagram. Thank you for this your time and your energy and your comments and the love and the support. I really appreciate each and every last one. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you guys next time.